You have to have confidence that your Father will not let you down. Is God a noun or a name? God is a noun. His name to us is Father. He had another name by which he was sometimes called in the Old Covenant. We throw it around rather cavalierly in the Christian community. It's spelled YHWH, but a good Jew would never say that name aloud. They would never say that name. It was too sacred. It was too holy. And lest they take the Lord's name in vain, they just stopped using it altogether. And when they wanted to refer to that name that's spelled YHWH, they would call it Hashem, which is Hebrew for the name. And of course, everybody knew what the name was. They didn't need to be told, but shh, don't say that name. Jesus moved us away from that. Don't worry about that one. Call him Father. That's what I call him. And that's part of what makes us unique as believers. And if he is your Father, then he should be talking to you. Now you might say, well, but he doesn't talk to me that way. You can get there. Trust me, you really can. But you have to start with the basic assumption that God is a rewarder of those who seek him. And those who seek him must believe, first of all, that he exists. I'm just quoting from the book of Hebrews. And that he rewards those who do it, who seek him. If you start with that and you go in confidence, your Father will not stonewall you. Your earthly father may have done that. You may have had one of those dads that, was absent, distant, gruff, cold, violent. We know about that kind of brokenness. But instead of putting all that on our Father in heaven, I think we would do better to say, this is who my Father in heaven is, and so I'm going to take that as a given, and I'm going to let that reinterpret all of the damage and trauma and everything else that I had from this earthly dad who may not have been such a great dad. And with that, I can actually find healing from the throne on high, and I can reframe the reality into which I was raised.